after watching the Video Music Awards on MTV a couple years back, and 50 Cent did his TIMP song, and at the end of the song, the curtains went up, and all these pimps on stage with the hoes and the cups, and they were dancing, and the audience stood up and gave it a standing ovation. And I sat in my house, and I was pissed off. I was sitting there with my daughter, I remember. I was pissed off, because for years, we try to shed that image. And if it just be so back to us, it's so ass backwards is the way of thinking. And so I wound up writing this piece for Negro Auction Network, because I believe music is the new cotton. And people will sell themselves to anything nowadays. For the most part, they sell themselves for nothing. And I started doing the piece, and I wound up having issues, personal issues with the piece. And then I went to New Zealand. And I was hanging out with the Maoris in New Zealand, with the natives of New Zealand. And we were at this festival, right? And there was about 8 or 9 of us. And these girls walked by. The dude looked at me, she's like, "You look good, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, she looks good." He was like, "Got a big ass, huh?" I was like, "Yep, got a big ass." That's how the niggas like it, right? And I was like, "Nope." And I got in this big discussion with him when I was realizing outside of this country, we're importing and exporting entertainment. So what people see on TV and hear on the radio is what they expect us to be. So I wound up going to this club later that night, and people run around going, "Fuck your couch, nigga." And I was like, damn, it used to be funny until I see all these other people doing it. And the thing about social commentary in comedy, the line that is like such a fine line, is that it's who's getting the jokes and who's getting the who's actually getting the commentary that you're actually trying to inject into the comedy. Because like, you know, like the Boondocks, you didn't watch the Boondocks. I don't really watch the Boondocks, but you know, the Boondocks is like this really popular show. And I remember talking with Aaron Magruder, right? The guy who does Boondocks, and talking about, you know, the impact of the show, like who's getting the jokes, who's laughing at the jokes. Is his message, is what he's trying to get across really getting across? And the thing is, and not like, you know, like being white, you can't have a reference to things, but 85% of the viewership is white on the show. So the things he's making reference to isn't stuff that everyone watching, or the majority of people watching, understand. And so it becomes this thing like, it doesn't just become jokes thing. It just becomes jokes. You just laugh at everything instead of actually seeing the importance of what is being done. And, you know, that's why, you know, I think making people laugh is one of the hardest things to do, because most people are like, you know, what are you going to do? Like, they want you to prove something. And when you make somebody laugh, you know, it opens them up. They become vulnerable, because it's a vulnerable state to be like, and just open up, because people be making all sorts of noises when they laugh, you know what I mean? They're, you know, covering their mouth, people shy away and stuff. And when you're open enough and comfortable enough to laugh with somebody, you're open enough to hear something else. And that's why I think it's so important. But I think the majority of people don't, you know, aren't able to differentiate the joke from the commentary. So I came back from New Zealand just in time for the 3-6 Mafia to win an Academy Award for It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. And I was disgusted seeing that shit on TV, because the Oscars is supposed to celebrate excellence in the arts. For them to recognize that as the song of the year and then broadcast that shit to 1 billion people around the planet could almost make you believe in a conspiracy to make us look fucked up. And so I started doing the piece again, and so here it is. Next up on the Negro Auction Network, we have a premium 5'10" young Negro buck brought to you by way of Any Ghetto USA. This Negro comes complete with platinum crucifix, 2 baby mamas, pinky rings, tattoos in either a bald head or dreads, you decide. Willie would customize your Negro to grab his nuts on cue and throw up a peace sign. Now I know you might be thinking, is this the right Negro for me? Well, look no further, because this is the right Negro for you. Because all of our Negroes come with a full lifetime guarantee, which covers regular slang updates to vocabulary, so your Negro will always stay up to date on all the new street lingo. Also included in this deal is a genuine cubic zirconia encrusted Rolex that half an hour slow, so your Negro won't ever be on time, but he will still look good being late. Act now, he will give him admission to all the hot poetry spots and clubs around town, so he can be perceived as positive, at least part-time. This seems to work well with the hoes. Here's a sample of some of the poetry you might hear from him. My people, life is hard. It's hard being black, because black is hard, and hard is life. And black means life, but it also means royalty, because we were all kings and queens before we were slaves. My black African Nubian goddess sister queen, I never disrespect you. I love you. You're not a bitch or a hoe. Power to the people. Inshallah. Ashe. Hotep. And no one will question him, because he at least looks like he's trying. This is one of those pretty Negroes with that mulatto hair, with 14-karat gold teeth, which keep it upgraded to platinum from pennies to the dollar. And with the charisma this Negro has, you are sure to find plenty of the Negroes who want to be just like him, who specialize in keeping it real, looking mean at everybody, and have four different size rims on the same car. This Negro talks loud in movie theaters, restaurants, libraries, and anywhere else quiet is appreciated. This Negro will caricature the entire race until no one expects anything from blacks except niggers. Scared your Negro might act up? Just throw in a little Snow White anthem, and your Negro will nod his head in agreement with anything you'll say. Ding, ding, ding. That is the last chance bell, which means this is your last chance to get this Negro at this price. This Negro's item number is 644-437-1800 niggers, and order your Negro now. Operators are standing by.